One of the most recognizable pieces of property in the heart of Albuquerque will be demolished. The walled grounds, which includes 4 old homes, take up half a block in Nob Hill just off Central. That's where News 13's Natalie Wattis joins us live with a look at what's coming. Natalie?
The lot behind me features 1 large main house and 3 rental units, all built around the mid-1930s. Now, the new owner wants to tear it all down and put in apartments.
You know, it's mostly abandoned property. It does attract a lot of critters. We got a lot of raccoons on the property, a lot of birds. And also that stretch of the block, because it's just kind of not populated, attracts RVs and sometimes abandoned cars.
It's been there for generations, and so we were all very skeptical about what was going to happen.
This corner lot on Wellesley and Silver occupies an acre of Nob Hill and a piece of Albuquerque history.
It's a lot that's a block wide, and so you rarely get to see those anymore. We're getting architectural walks here all the time that are coming to see that specific property.
These Mediterranean-style homes were built in the 1930s by the Bekecki family, who also built Chemo Theater downtown in the mid-1920s. When the estate was built in Nob Hill, it was on the outer edges of Albuquerque. But it's not registered as a historic landmark or cultural property. The compound consists of a 2-story main house and 3 1-story rental units enclosed by a wall. But neighbors say it's seen better days.
So I did attend the demolition meeting, and some of the photos were kind of terrible. The outbuildings are all a big mess and falling down. The main house, I've heard, is not in good shape. You can't tell from the outside, but I'd heard that before.
We've all watched that property go down in value for many years, so we're glad that it's getting a facelift.
The new owner's plan is to turn the property from this to this, a 3-story complex with about 40 Pueblo-style apartments. The plan says adding more homes here will help the local economy and help alleviate the housing crunch in Albuquerque.
It looks good. I hope that it ends up looking like the designs are. You know, I'm a big fan of infill, and I'm not going to be a NIMBY and say, can't do it on my block. So I think it's a much better use. I think it's good for the neighborhood.
Now, the demo plan had to go through the city's landmark commission because these buildings are more than 50 years old. That plan was approved last week. Back to you.
All right, thank you, Natalie. No word yet on when the demolition will actually take place or when the apartment buildings could go up.